What are you passionate about?
Especially, I'm passionate about doing some community work, helping people in community, especially uh, empowering them with different ideologies, methods, and so on like that.
Okay. What kind of things have you done to empower people?
Actually, I am from Nepal, and the major problem there is unawareness about environment, nature, and there is poverty, and there is unemployment as well. So many youths they go abroad to work. These are several problems, and we had chosen an area for the conservation of nature there.
And what have you done for the conservation of nature in this area?
Actually, we have a small lake named Rupa Lake that is nearly dying, mainly because of the sedimentation carried out by the stream which flows to the river, and people are destroying the forest around that, and there is a huge problem of soil erosion. And moreover, it was a wonderful place for migratory birds before. When I was small, birds from even Soviet Union used to fly up to our lake during winter season. It was wonderful. But nowadays they don't have they did not get the place to just live in, right, to incubate their children. I mean, small birds, and yeah.
So, you've developed a cooperative in Nepal around this lake. Can you speak about the cooperative?
Actually, at first we were 17 persons, just to we were aware about the conservation of lake, and we met together. I think what we say game changer like, and we were like-minded and a little bit educated persons of that area, and we all loved lake. And for the conservation of lake, conservation of environment, we went to the place and tried our best to convince the people. But people did not understand, because what do we have benefit after conserving the lake or conserving this forest and so on? These people, they themselves were encroaching the lake. They were cultivating the area of the lake, right? After it dries up, they had very good fortune, because they would get new land, right? They were happy on that. So what we thought at that time is that if we can make people understand the importance of lake, what the lake can give, then we hatch a small project, right? We collected 5,000 rupees, that is $50, from each family, and put a net so that the fish would not go. I mean, they would not go to downstream, and near about for the first time 500,000, yes, 500,000 fingerlings, small fish, and we rear those fish there. What was the result after 1 year? It is quite exciting, and we made a very nice amount of money out of selling those fish, and all the money which was collected before was returned. Then after people get excited to put the share there, we could not meet the demand, right? We hiked the price of the share from $50 to $120. Still there was a great demand of the share, and now there are 700 families as a member of the co-op, and we are working together. We are rearing fish, and I can proudly say that more than 100 people of the same locality are now employed there. If someone wants to go to abroad for work, we need about $1,000, even to come up to the Gulf countries and so on. We give loan to our members. If someone likes to teach their children, especially in technical field like doctor, engineer, agriculture technician or forest technician, we give loan. It is only in our place, because we are also running nowadays one co-op bank out of saving from there. Yeah.
And you also mentioned that the structure of the cooperative there around the lake is such that the members of the co-op are from the watershed, from the bioregion.
Yeah.
Can you speak about that?
Yeah. When people saw that there is profit, people around the lake, not only the people around the lake, people from far off place also try to get the membership, but we limited that within the watershed area of lake, because those are only the persons who are responsible for the protection, conservation of the lake, who love lake, who have emotional attachment with the lake. You understand it? Yeah.
And you've also been working with the erosion and the reforestation issues around the lake. Can you speak about the erosion and reforestation?
Yeah, it is wonderful. It is a tragic, wonderful. It is tragic matter that due to lack of land, we people cultivate in very steep slope too, right, without making any surface there. And it rains a lot during monsoon season in our place. Our place is the place with highest rainfall in our country, right? So that during monsoon, we have to face all type of erosion, seat, reel, gully, right? These all erosion, and sometimes very huge landslide in the watershed area, which directly affect to the life of the lake.
And you've also brought Jean Houston's work in social artistry to Nepal. Can you speak about social artistry in Nepal?
Yes, little bit. I was here in US in 2014 to attend a program of social artistry organized by Horseman School. I have a friend there named Karen Johnson, and it is she to bring me to this exposure. We had met once in 2008 in one international conference on human development while reimagining education around the world. I was fortunate enough to get a friend like Karen. I really want to thank her from the core of my heart through this interview. She is a wonderful social artist. And this time too I came here, and I became lucky enough to listen to the topmost leaders of social artistry. It is how can I express the gratitude or appreciation? I don't know, right? It is inside my mind, inside my heart. By the way, being a professional teacher and teacher's trainer, I blend the essence of social artistry in my teaching and my teacher's training, right? As you are also a social artist, you understand thing. I use inner crew, intellect, and 5 minds, 4 level of awareness in my trainings and teaching very well. If I have to talk about social artistry in Nepal, we have ICA Nepal, right? It is working in Nepal to spread social artistry there.
And what has the effect been in Nepal of social artistry?
In my work, whatever I can just say where I have worked on social artistry, yes, people are being conscious, spiritual, cooperative, collaborative, and fundamentally They are peace, loving, and so on.
What does it mean to you to be a game changer?
For me, what I understood from this training is that game changer are all the change agent who can bring change in the life of an individual, who can bring change in organization, and who can bring transformation in society. That can be a small community and that could be global. But
And what gives you hope for the future?
for future, it is very genius question. I really go, when I will go back to Nepal, I will explore the spirituality. I will go for mountain spirituality especially, and dig out something which can aid to the social artist of the world. Because what I saw here, they are searching, the source of spirituality, and what I definitely can say, that lies in Himalaya. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And where yoga was born, right?
Yeah, yoga was born and meditation was born.
Meditation was born.
Where Shiva himself was born, lived. Yeah.
Do you have something to add?
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm happy in your companion, your kind help. You welcome me and give chance to record these much words in this beautiful country, in this period, right in this time. Yes, thank you.
Oh, since we're here, how do you describe social artistry to other people?
Actually, I don't say what is social artistry. I don't feel like that. What I think is that the essence of social artistry must be said to people, and the practices of social artistry that bring change, not the definition, I think. Right?
I remember the question now. What is the name of your co-op?
Great. The name of my co-op is Rupa Lake.
Can you spell that, please?
Rupa, R-U-P-A, Rupa Lake Rehabilitation and Fisheries Co-op.
And where can people go to find out more about your cooperative and these initiatives?
Yes, you can go in Google.
Search in Google?
Yeah.
Do you have a specific website or other?
Just you can go to generally Google. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just search for.
Yeah, Rupa Tal. Yeah. Rupa Tal. We say Tal and rehabilitation. Rupa Tal rehabilitation and fisheries co-op.
So if they search in a search engine for that, you'll come up with all sorts of information.
Yeah.
Maybe there's articles on it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.